David?
Hi there, Taylor. Ben Shelton was in here after his match against Yannick a couple of days ago, saying that it's almost like playing somebody who's playing at 2 times speed at times. I just want to, you've now faced them both in big Grand Slam matches in the last year. Can you compare the experience? Is one more difficult than the other for you?
I'd say for me, it's just different. It's different conditions. I felt pretty comfortable from the ground with Yannick when we played in Turin. I think Yannick typically has a bigger serve, so it's tougher to get in on his return games. But for me, from the ground, I think I had more success rallying and playing with Yannick because he plays a bit flatter, and it's a little bit more predictable. He's unbelievable at what he does playing from the baseline. I think Carlos is a little more unpredictable with the slicing and the coming to net and the drop shots. Carlos has a lot of different ways to play, and I also think Carlos, one thing he does is when he whips his forehand cross, there's a lot of movement away, which is difficult. Yannick's is more through the court, which for some people depends on who you're playing. For me personally, I'd rather probably deal with the flat one than the ball that's working away from me. But they both generate a lot of just like raw power. But I think for me, it's a little more uncomfortable to play Carlos just because of the unpredictability of what he's going to do. I think I play a lot off of anticipation, and it's a little, you never know what, Carlos might just hit like a short kicker and serve and volley on like a 15-30 or something like that, which I feel like if I'm playing Yannick, something like that's probably not going to happen.
Charlie?
Taylor, I just wondered as well how difficult and how different it is mentally when you're playing Carlos compared to playing the other guys. Like, like you said, you can try something, but he's just going to adapt. Like, how kind of exhausting is that?
Yeah, it's like I just said, he has so many different ways to win, and he's very good at making adjustments. He made a huge adjustment after the second set. I felt like the second set I was like having a lot. I don't know what the actual stats were. I felt like I was having a lot of success on his second serve points. I felt like if he missed a first serve, I was applying a lot of pressure, winning a lot of points, and then even though he was mixing it up quite well, I thought that's one of the things I was the happiest with what I was doing on the court. And then third set, fourth set, he'd randomly be hitting 122, 23 mile an hour second serves, and then at the same time hitting like 85 mile an hour short kickers. So it's like when someone's serving that much variety on a second serve, it's really tough to get on it and be aggressive. And that was a great, adjustment that he made in that match. Was just, and it's risky. He's going to maybe double fault a bit more, but he started serving, almost 2 first serves to me sometimes. It's a good adjustment, and he has lots of different things that he can do, and that's what's tough about playing him. He makes adjustments, and he has lots of different ways he can win. So he, a lot of times I know an adjustment that I need to make, but maybe that's just not my game, so it's not the best thing to do. But he can kind of do a bit of everything, and he's good at it, so he can always change it up to match, I guess, what you're doing.
Okay, last one, Ben?
I want to ask, obviously writing, the Sinner's up 2-0 as of right now. So I'm just curious, having just played Alcaraz and knowing Sinner, how do you see their match on Sunday going, if it is them?
Really tough for me to say with it just being on grass. I think if that is the final, then people are in for an amazing final. I think Sinner's obviously super hungry after the French Open, and Carlos going for the 3 in a rows. I mean, that's obviously a lot of motivation, and it's a big deal. And yeah, I don't know. I think they bring out the best in each other, and it's gonna come down to just like the big moments. It's so tough to call it.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.